All right, now that we've let our chickpeas soak for the last 2 days, we're going to go ahead and add them to our pot here. I've got about 2 cups of chicken stock. All right, I'm going to go ahead and measure out 8 cups of chickpeas here. Go ahead and dump them in the pot. I've got a few extra, so it's a good thing I didn't just dump them in. Set those out of the way. And I'm just going to let these heat and come to temperature with the lid on while we work on everything else. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my heat going here on my pan. I'm going to actually twist this just a little bit so I'm not overlapping too bad. In which we're going to melt our butter. And let that get nice and hot so that we can throw our onions in there and get a nice saute on them. We're going to want them to become translucent, maybe a little bit edging on caramelization, a little bit of brown to them. At the same time, we're going to throw our carrots in there too, because carrots take a little bit longer to cook down as well, to become soft, that we're looking for in this recipe. And an easy substitution, if you're wanting to keep this vegan or vegetarian, instead of butter, you can use some coconut oil or even olive oil if that's what you have available. Either or will work great. Got my melted salt. Looks like we're getting nice and hot in our fat here, so I'm going to go ahead and add my onion. And our carrot. Set these out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of spread them all out, get some of that butter on a lot of it so that it can do its thing and cook down for us and get nice and soft and delicious. While that's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and put a little salt and pepper on it. All right, so I'm going to set that about a medium heat and just let that do its thing. I'll come back and check on it in just a minute. All right, today we're using some Swiss chard in our recipe. When we're preparing the Swiss chard, we've got this big vein down the middle, or spine, that we want to make sure we take out, okay? So we can just cut along either side. And pull that right out. And then I like to take and flop this over on top of itself and then kind of roll it up. We're going to make little ribbons out of it. The French term is chiffon. So we can get it kind of rolled up, and we can just take and we're going to cut little ribbons. And there we have that's all cut up and ready to go in our curry. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start giving this a little stir, get everything moved around a little bit so we're getting everything cooked just right. It's starting to smell really good. Like I've said before, one of my favorite smells in the world, butter, onion, and garlic. We've got the butter and onion in here, so we're on track for that great, great smell in the kitchen. While we're waiting for this to finish cooking down, I'm going to go ahead and get our garlic ready. One of our favorite tools that we have here is a garlic press. Works great. I'll see if I can get you guys a link on Amazon for one. But you stick it in and squeeze. And garlic comes out the other end, and it's almost like it's minced. Just the natural makeup of the garlic itself And the little holes that it's coming through makes it chop itself up for you, so you don't have to do all the hard work with the knife. Save your fingers a little bit. Garlic is good. Garlic is flavor. We're definitely not vampires. We eat a lot of garlic around here. Last piece, and then I like to grab my knife and just make sure to get that off there. And there we go. We've got our garlic all ready to go in the pan. Now that we're cooked down, we're starting to see some browning on our onions. I'm going to go ahead and add in this garlic. Get it stirred in real quick. This is one of those times we need smell-o-vision so you can smell this aroma. It's so good. And then here at this point, I'm going to go ahead and throw in our spices. We've got them all measured out for you, for us, I guess, here. We'll go ahead and make sure that's included in the recipe in the description so you know how much to use of each. Get that dumped in there and mixed in around. And if you put it in while it's hot, then you'll start smelling the spices bloom, or the oils activating inside the spices to help make their flavors more pungent and get that flavor that we're looking for in this curry that we're making today. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and add our coconut milk and get it all stirred nice and nice all over. If you put your coconut milk in the fridge, it will come out a lot thicker, just because the fats in it will solidify a little bit, make it more of like a heavy cream that you're putting in, but as it heats up, it gets very loose really quick. Now that I got this all stirred in, I'm going to add it to our chickpeas. Turn that heat off. That is a lot of flavor right there. We're going to let it simmer here with our chickpeas for a good 20 to 30 minutes. Let it all soak in the flavor. So we'll get this mixed. And we'll come back and check on this in a few minutes. All right, now that our curry's cooked down for about 20 minutes, I'm going ahead and give it a quick taste. See if we need to adjust the salt and pepper in it. Ooh. Nope, we just need to quickly get that eaten. We've got our Swiss chard here. We're going to go ahead and add that in. Stir it in and let it cook for maybe a minute to a minute and a half, just enough to get a little soft, but we still want that crunch, a little bit of texture out of it. Now this curry is great. You can put in basically any vegetables you want, whether it's butternut squash, some zucchini, or whatever. It's a great base to add into whatever your favorite vegetables are. They'll just help bring more flavor into it, more textures. Now that this is done, I'm going to go ahead and remove it from the heat. And I think we're ready to dish it up.